Hey everybody, welcome back to Vegas Tips and Tricks. We're taking a break from our tips and tricks and videos today. We're going to talk about what is Vegas Tips and Tricks. Who is this guy anyway? Where did this channel come from? And why am I watching it? Well, I can't answer that last question. Perhaps you have a lot of spare time. But in any case, talk about who I am, what my history in Las Vegas is, where this channel came from, and today I'm going to put a link to all of the social media sites that I'll talk about that are related to this channel, and I hope you'll check them out. First off, as frequently you may have seen, a little scroll will come across the bottom of the screen and tell you that I am J.R. Swift, but that is not truly my given name. It is a pseudonym created many years ago as the name of a base-stealing fantasy baseball team called the Hamilton, Ontario Basehawks. J.R. Swift became a convenient pseudonym, frequently used when signing up on websites, or for email addresses, or for giving my name to the nice man at the karaoke booth. In fact, even friends began to call me J.R. Swift. It always seemed like a nice little bit of, deception and cleverness. But I don't know that it really is. My given name, of course, is John Rare. Yeah, now you know why I call myself J.R. Swift, but J.R. is obviously my initials. So that's who J.R. Swift is, and J.R. Swift is Vegas Tips and Tricks until my empire grows and I incorporate many, many minions who will help me to create these fabulous videos for you. I first started going to Las Vegas for the first time almost 23 years ago. I added a long weekend into a trip that I was taking out to the West Coast, California, mostly because a couple of friends were also going to be there, so I have to blame those folks for the addiction that I would later develop. I was just there for 3 nights and it wasn't enough. So I had to start going back, so I went back every year basically for a while. I was always in the spring, typically always in the spring, April. I would go up for 4 or 5 days, sometimes by myself, sometimes with some friends. And over time I became known as the guy you came to ask about Las Vegas, whether it was somebody at work that I didn't really even know, or just a distant friend or acquaintance on Facebook. Pretty soon I would get a message, hey, I hear you know a lot about Las Vegas. You got any tips? Got any tricks? Got any ideas? Where should I stay? How do I get cheap airfare? And I won't say I became irritated by that, but I felt like I was repeating myself and I wasn't always giving them enough information. So I decided, I'll create this Facebook group. I'll add in all the people who always ask me these questions, and then I'll put in a list of tips, and I can just refer them back to that group, and then they can read the tips. Everybody's happy. Well, it kind of got out of hand because, frankly, I'm kind of a creature of habit, so I started putting a tip in there every day, and I just kept putting a tip in there every day, and it became hundreds and hundreds of tips, and it was almost impossible to wade through them all anyway. So eventually I moved it over to a WordPress blog, and then that blog ultimately moved to the website. You can still go to the website, link below, click on the blog, and if you scroll down far enough you can find all of those hundreds of old Las Vegas tips. Most of them were incorporated into the various pages on the website, so there's some funny stuff there, some silly stuff there. Going back a couple of years, so if you want to check it out, you can. I think you can also see all of that still in the Facebook group, which now we've actually added a number of people lately, so we're well over 100 members now, and I've had some people come in and ask some questions, and that's been fun lately. So again, if you want to join us on Facebook, there's a link below. I started making little room videos and short snippets of Las Vegas sometime after I first got a camera phone, I guess, because I never carried a video camera or a camera with me in the past. So I started making little videos. I was like, well, I'll put them up on YouTube and share it back to my friends on Facebook so they can see the videos of what I'm doing or where I stayed. And so once I started doing the blog and doing the Facebook group, I thought, well, why not incorporate that Vegas Tips and Tricks thing into the YouTube page? and people can go see some of the videos of what I've done in Las Vegas, because there was starting to be a fair number of them. And then the next time I went to Las Vegas, I took a lot of video, and so I started posting them a couple of times a week, which is what I'm still doing, even though I don't have that much more video. I always post something on Wednesday, something on Saturday. That's been the schedule for a while now. So, and frankly, we're now over 500 people on the YouTube channel, which is exciting. But more exciting than that is just all the people that I've had a chance to sort of network with. I've met a few people, but in addition, I feel like I've met a number of other people through the magic of social media and computers and phones and emails and so forth. So it's been a lot of fun getting to know like-minded folks. And that's really what motivates me on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, to kind of continue to do this. That, and of course, any kind of hopefully positive feedback that I get from any of you. So I love it when I see comments on here, or people commenting on the Instagram or the Twitter or whatever, and those are also down below. So yeah, you know, I think now it's probably been about a year since I just sort of added an Instagram page, added a Twitter, and I've been having a lot of fun actually with the Twitter lately, because usually I'd go in, I'd retweet something, I wouldn't say anything. I have like 15 people actually following me. But we've added a lot of followers lately, so I've been kind of having fun, sort of making fun of some of the Las Vegas news and information. So that's it, and so that's where this page came from. It's not intended to be a fabulous, high-tech, totally professional operation, and as you can tell, we're succeeding in that. But hopefully it's provided some information for you, and will continue to provide information for you going forward. Not sure when my next trip to Las Vegas is, possibly in June for a long weekend. Definitely planning to do something later this year, probably September, to get out there again for a longer stay. So that's what Vegas Tips and Tricks is. If you were wondering, that's who I am. If you were wondering, in my civilian life, I live quietly somewhere in the state of Kansas. As many of you know me and know who I am, so I'm not going to give any more information. I don't need crazy people knocking on my door. But hey, thanks for watching. Next week we'll be back with more actual Vegas tips and tricks. I don't really know that there's that many tricks on here, but we'll be back with more Vegas tips and tricks. Next Wednesday we'll have another room video. I hope you have fun with that. Really had fun with the cow one last week, so we got a couple more, and we're going to push those your way this week. Until next time, as always, have a great and lucky week, and we'll see you soon.